as the Jags get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, this is Kamara. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Clearly, every time the Saints put together a game plan, they plan to get Michael Thomas involved early and often. 125 catches in 2018, the most in the NFL. Not bad for a kid in Pop Warner football that only played the minimum number of plays every game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Ready. Check. Mike 50. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
On the ball.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 7-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. We got this. Great. Yes. Hey, Delta.
Now Foles.
Let's get him on the field.
And this is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Now a pass hauled in downfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got some turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. Out to Cole on the right side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Lambeau will put this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check.
Bridgewater on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Bridgewater now on second down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Saints on fourth down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. Now Bridgewater on fourth down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Kayvon Webster there to make the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 5 now. Foles looking end zone, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Well, later tonight, we have more football, Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. First down, Bridgewater. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Space to maneuver at the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
To try again after the sack, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's third down. Now Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. And it's second down. Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will set up shop at their 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. You got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
He's going to let this go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Lee, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 15 now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater now from the 50. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Bridgewater again. But now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Jags grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
his team showed up.
Foles. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Leonard Fournette. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. Fourth and flat. Check, check. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 16. Bridgewater. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. 27 yards there, a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Try to pound it in. Kamara continuing. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Their own 25-yard line.
I'm here all day. I'm here.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They keep it with Fournette on first down. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville. First and 10.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll toss it to Fournette. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
You must be dreaming.
Curl.
Foles on the handoff, going to give it to Blue. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! Watch the flag! Watch the flag!
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
A handoff to Fournette. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
58's the money. 58's the money. Stop your whining. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Down to lose one. 58.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike, 44. Oh, here we go. Oh. 44.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Get ready. Get ready.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Here's Foles. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 6 yards. 44's the mic. Orbit. 44.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, will step aside. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's see what you got.
Bridgewater. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Mike spoke. Quit talking about it and bring it. 44.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And Cook has it, left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2.
Mike spoke. Hey, watch the slant. 44. Mike, 44. Let's get it. 44 is the Mike.
To the air again with Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
180.
You better bring it.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch.
Based on travel.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running left, it's Fournette. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.
Saints